Hey everybody, it's Driver's Ed, y'all. Yeah, so this video I'm really excited for. Honestly, these trucks are probably gonna be the best trucks. 1/64 scale monster trucks released this year. I would have to say, when I first heard about these and saw these, I think the first person to get them, shout out to Curry Gaming, he found them at O'Reilly's Auto Parts. And then from that video, I was checking out O'Reilly's. I went probably the day after I saw his video, because I was really pumped for these, and they didn't have it, right? They didn't have it, and they never heard about it. I asked them, hey, do you have special, Hot Wheels monster trucks that, are specific to, Mopar and things like that? That was the only one I could remember, because I've seen Mopar many times before for the Hot Wheels cars. I've also seen these ones. I never knew they were called Moon Eyes, but I knew it said Moon on it. But yeah, Hot Wheels does a lot of these with these brands, or these specialty brands. They're more premium cars type things. But I think it's because they use the license, so they got to pay more for it. So they get the license for Mopar, and they make a car and they sell it for at least $1.50, if not $2, $3. So your standard car is about 99 cents, but if you get one that has Mopar, you're definitely paying more than 99 cents for the Hot Wheels car version. So anyway, so I went probably the day after I first heard about these to O'Reilly's. I have a couple in my area, not a lot. There's not a lot of O'Reilly's around. It's not like Target or Walmart, which are really prevalent, across the U.S., but also in my area. There's, all parts of my city. There's, east side, west side, central, south side. Every region there's a, Target or Walmart, things like that. But O'Reilly's, there's like a handful. So anyway, there's one close to me. I went to it, asked about this. Nobody heard of it. And then like a week later, I went back and it was the same guy. And I saw these and I was like, oh, cool. And just to let you know, even though I'm really excited to do this video, I do not have every one of them. So number 1 out of 5 is the Dodge Charger RT, the Mopar license on it. Number 2 out of 5 is the Podium Crasher, the K&N license on it. 3 out of 5 I do not have. So 3 out of 5 is the Pure Muscle with the Gulf. Most of you have heard of Gulf before. I remember when I was a kid, Gulf used to have gas stations, so that's what I know it from. It used to be a gas station, Gulf. 4 out of 5 is the Bone Shaker with, I guess it's called Moon Eyes. I only know that because it's written on there, up there. But I always saw cars like this, and it had moon, and it had this face, so I guess put it together, Moon Eyes. So never really heard of that before. And then 5 out of 5 is the Camaro Borla. So I do have 4 out of 5. I do not have the Gulf. Still going to be looking for that. When I asked the guy, I asked him. So again, the first time I went there, it was the same guy, and he said he never heard of it. We do, they do have exclusives to O'Reilly's. M2, if you guys have heard of M2, is a Diecast brand. It's a more, I don't know if it's considered high end, or it's a higher price point. Usually M2s, they're usually bigger scales, meaning bigger, cars. They're usually diecast cars, not trucks. They may make some trucks too, but they're usually a bigger size of a car, and they're usually limited or whatever. So anyway, he said, yeah, we got, exclusive M2s, but he never heard of the Hot Wheels having exclusive Hot Wheels to O'Reilly's. So then a week later, I asked him, and maybe he forgot me or whatever, forgot it was me, but a week later I found these 4, and I asked him, I looked on the back, I said, hey, any chance you got this last one? And he was like, oh, the blue one. Oh, that blue one is really popular. I've had 20 people come in and ask me for that blue one. And I'm like, what? So I was just, I blew it off as he was just a salesman. I don't know. I couldn't get it straight. I said, hey, I've heard these are exclusives to O'Reilly's. Oh yeah, these are O'Reilly's exclusives. That blue one's really popular. I've had like 20 people ask me about that. So I'm just telling you because this is what I heard. So, but again, I'm pretty intuitive. I kind of gathered it was more of that's his personality. Not that he was trying to mislead me, but he was, like, oh yeah, these are awesome. You should go get them. More like a sales pitch. So anyway, he made it sound like the Golf was really popular and really hard to find. But my guess from all these other releases by Hot Wheels monster trucks, I'm pretty sure they were released in the same amount. I mean, unless I'm mistaken, I believe they should all be produced equally, but who knows? So anyway, from his mouth, he believes they are. Again, this is the worker there. He believes they are O'Reilly's Auto Parts exclusives, but again, time will tell. But if it is true that these are O'Reilly Auto Parts exclusives, and again, I'm in the Midwest, so I do know they are not in every state, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know. That's what I've heard. I haven't really researched it, but it's possible they're not in every state. So that being said, if these are O'Reilly Auto Parts exclusive trucks, my guess is they are going to be quite limited. Just because if you think about Walmart exclusive trucks, there's tons of Walmarts and there's big buys. Walmart's does huge buys. Now, if you think of O'Reilly's Auto Parts, let's say that they have, I don't know, let's say 20% of the stores that Walmart has, and that's actually being a little generous. They probably have less than 20%. So let's say they have, and again, they only put these up front near the register, at least in the store I went to. So there's not a lot of space for these trucks. These, obviously O'Reilly's, they're selling, motor parts and, car parts and motor oil and things like that. This is not their bread and butter. So whereas Walmart, they have a big toy section and they sell a lot of toys and diecast, and it's more their bread and butter. They have more pegs and things like that. So even if let's say there were, 20% O'Reilly's versus Walmart, you think, I would still say there's less than 20% of these produced than, like, let's say the Walmart exclusive, what are WWE trucks, for instance, the Walmart exclusive WWE from Hot Wheels. So, yeah. So anyway, I'm gonna keep on searching for the Golf and hopefully find that soon. Because, like I said, if these are exclusive to O'Reilly's, then they'll be very rare. But that the jury's still out on that. I think when remember those crush cars, those diecast crush cars that came out, I first found them at Walmart. Yeah, Walmart. So I assumed it was Walmart exclusive, but it's not, because they're basically in every one of my Targets right now. There's tons of those ones. When I first found them, I thought they were going to be in the stores and then out and then done. But no, they're showing up in Targets now, so they're not exclusive to Walmart, those ones with the crushed cars. But yeah, we'll see. If anybody has found these outside O'Reilly's, please let me know. I would love to know that. That would actually make me feel better, meaning I don't have to really stress about trying to find them right now, at least the Golf one. But yeah, this is all they had. They had one of each of these, of the four. But again, going to the beginning of the video, I am really excited for this review. These are really, I think, as far as the diecast monster trucks for 1/64 scale for 2020, I would say these are definitely the most elevated trucks. And the fact is, they don't cost, you don't have to go online and buy them from the superstore for like $15 plus shipping. So meaning, if you buy them singles, they're 24 a piece. You don't have to pay that much. Now, O'Reilly's, these were not cheap. I mean, I think they were, for what they are, I think they were a decent price. I think it was like $650, $650 each. But yeah, I mean, when I saw them, I was definitely gonna pay $650. The one thing that I'm really excited to see out of the box is the tires. Now, if you guys are familiar with these tires, these are called red lines. Now, back in the day, they used to have white walls. If you remember, like those old, like Cadillacs that had the white walls on the, they were thicker than this red stripe, but they were closer to the rim, and they were white, and they were like kind of like a thicker stripe. Yeah, I remember white walls. They were. I wonder if anybody's going to bring those back. I think if I ever got if I got some money and I bought like a classic car, I would try to get white wall tires. That'd be pretty cool. But anyway, these are Redline tires. I think they're made by a lot of brands, but if you look on the back, which is really cool, of these, it has all their licenses that they have a deal with to make these. So you have the Dodge license, the K&N license, Goodyear. So Goodyear tires. So these are Goodyear tire Redlines, okay? Goodyear Redline tires. The Mopar, so they're modeled after Goodyear Redline. Mopar, Borla, Moon Eyes, GM, obviously for the Chevy, right? GM. You got the Dodge Charger RT, and then you got the Chevy Camaro, and then you got Golf. So it has a lot of licenses on the back, and that's probably why these cost more. But yeah, definitely excited to see those Redline Goodyear tires. Just to show you a picture of it on my phone. So here's what they look like. They're more. So these are Goodyear's Redlines. So you see that red stripe. That's what these are. And all four of these have them, and so does the fifth one, the one I don't have. But yeah, all the trucks in the set have the Redlines, the Goodyears. So excited to see that. I think it from the outside, I think it adds more than like what the Spin Master BKT printing in the BKT or coloring it in white or whatever. I think this adds a little more than that, in my opinion. So I'm really excited for these. I think these are about the highest end monster trucks, 1/64 scale I've seen, definitely in 2020, if not in the past 5-6 years. So let's take them out of the box and check them out. Okay, so number 1 out of 5 is the Dodge Charger RT with the Mopar kind of license on it. So I'm not big on automobiles. I'm not really, I basically take my cars into the dealership to get it even oil change. So I don't, nowadays, back in the day, I think if cars were still like mostly or pretty much all mechanical, I would definitely be more into changing my own oil and things like that. But now that my car's German made, it's a, Volkswagen. So those are basically have electrical. It's an electrical component where you got to be really versed in how to operate that electrical component to really do a lot of different services on your own car. And even I don't know. It's got this weird underbelly. Certain oil change places won't even change European cars oil, just because there's a lot of hassle on the underside of that. I know mine has like this little click-on thing that you have to take off. So I don't really change my. So anyway, what I'm getting at is I don't know too much about Mopar itself. I did look it up, so just to share with you guys, I have seen it quite a bit, on these, especially in Hot Wheels Diecast. They have a lot of Mopar versions. So anyway, Mopar is basically motor parts, right? So motor, mo, and parts. So it's basically scrunching the word motor parts together. It is an organization that deals with parts and service for Fiat and Chrysler. Now, if you think about Chrysler is, they own Dodge. So Dodge Chrysler, you think of that. So that's why it makes sense. The Mopar is on the Dodge Charger. So yeah, for you guys that didn't know, and I'm sure some of you already knew that what Mopar was, but yeah, I don't know too much about all these companies. Again, the Golf I do know mostly just from being when I was younger, there used to be gas station, kind of like you go to BP now, BP gas station. There used to be Gulf gas stations. So that's what I know Gulf from, but I know they do motor oil and things like that. So anyway, looking at the Redline tires, it's really cool. It is printed on. So it's just the regular tires, and they got this like red circle. I don't know how they did it. Maybe it was just like kind of like branded on, but they did it in a really good way. Really nice. You got those Goodyear Redline tires. I mean, overall, this car is the clarity of the graphics. It's really top notch. The grille is purple, and it does show on the. It's funny. It even shows on the card. You see the purple grille there, so that's pretty cool. So that was accurate. Just overall, a really nice design. Really, I really haven't seen this type of nice design on a monster truck in quite some time. So really glad to have this. This is 1 out of 5. The Dodge Charger RT with the Mopar license. Okay, number 2 out of 5 is the Podium Crasher with the K&N Engineering license. So K&N Engineering Incorporated, which again, I've seen this before, I've seen this symbol, but I knew it had to do with some kind of motor, like parts for cars and things like that, but wasn't really sure because I've never personally bought anything with K&N on it. It is, I looked it up, and they are a manufacturer of air filters, cold air intake systems, oil filters, and performance parts for cars. So they're quite a big company and based in Riverside, California. So K&N. So yeah, on the Podium Crasher again, this is the I guess it's the trophy truck body, the Hot Wheels trophy truck body. So very cool. Again, the red line tires look really nice. It's got orange rims this time, but yeah, these trucks I think are really nice. I mean, it's not like those crazy like color schemes that like Spin Master has, like for instance Fire and Ice or the zombie stuff. I think these color schemes am more into like the slick, nice looking or sleek, as it were, like color schemes, and I think this looks really sleek, really nice color scheme. Whoever designed these did a really great job. I do know K&N, these are typically their colors that you'll see every time I see these. Again, I don't know too much about K&N, but when I do see these symbols, whether it's on another like Hot Wheels car, diecast or whatever, I do usually see this kind of color scheme. So this is clearly the K&N color scheme. This has the 00. It is the trophy truck body called the Podium Crasher. Very cool design, very clear graphics. Again, look at that grille. That's a great looking grille. Just overall great design. Whoever designed this did a great job. And again, the Goodyear Redline tires. So that's number 2 out of 5. The Podium Crasher with the K&N Engineering license. Okay, this is number 4 out of 5, the Moon Eyes. So this is the Bone Shaker body, Moon Eyes. Again, I do not have the number 3 out of 5 yet. Hopefully get it soon. It is the basically the C10 Chevy, the Titan body with the Gulf. The Gulf color scheme, which is always that like baby blue with orange. So very cool. I'm hopefully get that soon. I'm really excited for that one. But this is number 4 out of 5. The Bone Shaker body with the Moon Eyes, which again I've seen that before. I think we have some. I couldn't find them, but my sons have some of these. They make different. They're always yellow, so they make these in the diecast cars, and they usually make it on a lot of different bodies. It doesn't matter what body it's on. I think this is the first time I've seen it on the Bone Shaker body, but they do Moon Eyes on, just a lot of different, basically diecast bodies that they have for the Hot Wheels, 99-cent car line, things like that. So, yeah, overall looks really great. It's great that they did the skull in black. The black and yellow, again, looks really nice. Again, this is the Moon Eyes color. And then, yeah, here's the top. And then that's where it says Moon Eyes up here. It says Moon Eyes Racing Team. So, again, not knowing too much about Moon Eyes, the company, I did kind of look into it. It is, again, deals similarly with... cars and racing and hot rods and things like that. They're also based out of California, Santa Fe Springs to be exact. It says Moon Eyes produces moon fuel blocks, moon tanks, moon discs, moon valve covers, among other things. So, and they have their own racing team and things like that. So very cool. Again, makes sense that these kind of trucks would be at a auto parts store. So people that do their own, you know, work on their cars and things like that and buy parts from auto parts stores, they probably know these companies a lot better than I do. So very cool. Moon Eyes Bone Shaker, the yellow Bone Shaker, very sleek, very nice looking. So that's number 4 out of 5, the Bone Shaker with the Moon Eyes license. And finally, number 5 out of 5 is the Chevy Camaro. As we've seen this, I just reviewed the exclusive Target 5-pack Chevy Camaro, the yellow one, yellow with black. But this one is way better. I'm actually really excited for this one. This one looks really nice. So this is the Chevy Camaro with the Borla. Does it say anything else? No, just Borla license. So again, not knowing too much about Borla, but just knowing that it has to do with racing and things like that. Looked it up. They are actually based out of Johnson City, Tennessee. So still based in the U.S., which is great. They're basically induction systems for racing cars. So basically they do, what is it? They do fuel injection kits, high performance throttle bodies, fuel rails, air horns, air filtration systems, and many other components. So that is Borla. Again, very cool. This, you know what? With this truck with the Chevy Camaro body, okay, and I'm not kidding here. This truck looks really nice with the red line tires, like just the whole thing put together. Whoever designed this, like on the team, like Hot Wheels, I really honestly, I don't know if I've seen a better designed monster truck this year. I really can't. I mean, this, I don't know if they based this off of something or if there's a real Chevy Camaro that looks like that. If you know, please leave in the comments. But to have the red chassis, you know, you got the gray rims with the red line Goodyear tires and just the detail on here. This is like a matte kind of, I guess it's called a matte clear coat finish. So it's not as shiny as the rest, but just the detail of the back. And I don't know if the camera picks it up. Oh man, it's amazing. So very cool. The Hot Wheels and the monster trucks is not as prevalent. I don't find them as prevalent on this, which is really cool. So the monster truck logo is actually right down here, and I think the Hot Wheels is up there, but it's really not that prevalent. Look at the grill. In the grill, you can even see the Chevy symbol. The Chevy symbol is outlined in silver. It might be hard to see. It's very small, but the detail on this is just amazing. So yeah, this is a premium truck. They spent a lot of time and effort on the detail, got it really clear, and it's just an overall, just a great truck. I'm really happy to have this one in my collection. So those are the 4 trucks. Let me bring them all out and kind of line them up in my favorites. Okay, so here we go. Here's the Mopar Dodge Charger RT. You know, really nice looking truck. Moon Eyes, that's the Bone Shaker, K&N, Podium Crasher, and then you got the Borla. So these 4, I don't have the Golf. I would imagine that, honestly, I would still imagine the Golf is not going to be my favorite, but I'm not sure exactly where it's going to fit in between these trucks. I could give you my, again, I always have an idea when I see these trucks, you know, whether it's on a picture or things like that, or even when it's in the card, right? I have an idea of where it's going to fall in terms of my favorites of the set, but it's not until I open them, like crack them open and look at them and see the detail and feel them and just look at the overall, you know, look of it, that I can really decide. So I will, I'll probably give you a prediction of where I predict the Golf to fit, but ultimately it's not final. Once I do get that Golf, I will let you know where that fits, but I do not believe that Golf will be my favorite out of these. So out of these trucks, I will say my least favorite, honestly, my least favorite is the Moon Eyes. it's not a bad truck. I mean, this Bone Shaker, just the color scheme is really nice. It's got that Moon Eyes, I guess, logo. Not my favorite logo, but it's, you know, it's a nice truck. It's just out of these four, it's probably my least favorite, to be honest. So Moon Eyes, number 4. Then probably the K&N. Again, really nice looking. Graphics are awesome. The color scheme. It's got the orange window. I didn't point out that before. The K&N color scheme. It's a really nice truck. And again, I do not. This may be still in my top 10 as far as the year goes for Hot Wheels, or really anything Diecast 164. But really nice looking truck. But out of these four, it's probably my third favorite. So now you got this Chevy Camaro, you know, which I you know, honestly, the other Camaros I didn't like too much. I mean, that second one I started to like them more and more. But yeah, this third one really has changed my mind about it, especially in this look. I think it looks really great. And I really like how Hot Wheels is really thinking outside of the box now, doing red line tires. I don't have it yet, but I know they're doing a drag racing setup. They did it with, I think it was a Dodge Charger RT, the orange one, the General Lee one. But yeah, I mean, they're just really thinking outside the box. So these are really two great looking trucks. But out of these two, my favorite, so these are my top 2 out of the 4. My favorite of these 2, can you guess? Yeah, my favorite is the Chevy Camaro. This truck is, I don't know, this is going to be hard to beat. I think overall the detail, just overall everything they put into this, the fact that it's not shiny, the rest of these are shiny, matte black. It's got a clear coat, so it is a little glossy, but it is a matte finish. It's really, really detailed, really nice color scheme, black and red. It's got the red line tires, it's got the gray rims. It's just a great looking truck. So if I had to guess where the Pure Muscle Golf fits in, I would say it's either going to be in between these two, meaning third out of all 5, or it could potentially be number 2. I don't think I'm going to like it more than this one. So that's just my opinion. Please let me know if you found these, or let me know in the comments if you do not have O'Reilly's Auto Parts in your area, and let me know where, you know, what state you live in and things like that, because I'm kind of curious, you know, which areas will not get these. But these trucks are must-haves for any diecast collector, especially those that do still collect Hot Wheels. I'm really, honestly, for this year 2020, I really feel like Hot Wheels has just nailed it, went above and beyond in what they've been producing. Their price points are decent. Even these are probably the highest priced trucks they have. And I mean, it makes sense because it's at an auto parts store. So auto parts stores are going to charge more than like a Walmart anyway. So it makes sense to me that these cost more, but these are very premium product, very nice, very detailed, very clear graphics. Well done. So yeah, leave in the comments, let me know what you think of these trucks. Let me know if you found that Golf. I know pretty much everybody else who's done videos on these, I think they have all 5 of them. So maybe, I'm guessing that Golf is no more rare than the rest of these. But like I said, that salesman, he was like, oh yeah, everybody's been asking for that blue truck. Nobody, you know, we've never seen it. We've never got it. But yeah, I don't know. I'm pretty sure they just, you know, they might have even had it in the back. I don't think he was going to look for it. So anyway, I'm going to continue to look for the Golf and hopefully find that. But yeah, let me know what you think of these trucks. Please like and subscribe. And as always, have a good week and rock on.